I didn't feel joyful. I was scared. I was afraid. And it wasn't anxiety. They were like panic attacks.
Hello, cinema enthusiasts. She was the woman whose laughter defined an entire generation, Goldie Hawn. But behind that smile, there was a fear and a pain much bigger than anyone ever guessed. The 80-year-old Hawn has broken her silence and named the top 5 actors she hated most. These names mistook her joy for weakness and her intelligence for a joke, attacking her honor. Goldie Hawn waited for her chance to take revenge on those who accused her of being greedy or fake. Now, we dive into the story of that shattered honor. Let's start immediately. Number 1. Dustin Hoffman, intellectual arrogance. We begin our list with the most direct attack on Goldie's dramatic seriousness and intelligence, Dustin Hoffman. In the early 1980s, Goldie wanted to shed her sitcom actor label. She was called for a reading opposite Hoffman for a high-prestige drama. This was more than just a role for Goldie. It was a moment of professional validation. The reading began with tense seriousness. As Goldie reached an emotional peak in the scene, Hoffman suddenly stopped. His face was icy. Without even looking at Goldie, he turned to the producers and said, "She's still playing it like a sitcom." These words hit Hawn like a slap. Despite winning Oscar nominations, she felt Hollywood still saw her as a joke. Hawn, with incredible composure, finished the scene, thanked them politely, and walked out of the room. She never engaged in an argument. The next morning, her agent received her firm decision. "I'm out of this project. I won't fight for respect in a room full of men who already decided I'm a joke." Reason for hate. Hoffman, through his arrogant comment, attacked Goldie's professional credibility and her right to pursue dramatic roles. This was not a talent issue. It was an assault on the seriousness of a female actor. Hoffman chose to humiliate someone to showcase his own supposed method superiority. Number 2. Bill Murray, public humiliation and chaos. Second on the list is the actor who taught Goldie Hawn the meaning of public humiliation and indisciplined chaos, Bill Murray. A table read in the late 1980s quickly turned into a nightmare. Murray arrived an hour late, loud, messy, and unapologetic. He tossed his half-full coffee cup onto the script pages next to Goldie and announced, "Now we can start." During the reading, Murray interrupted Goldie's rhythm, initiating a personal attack while smirking. "Why don't you try acting like you've done drama before?" The men in the room burst out laughing. This laughter was a weapon aimed at Goldie's honor. Goldie refused to show tears. She closed her script, stood up, and walked out without a word. That silence delivered a bigger message than any argument. Reason for hate. Murray used rudeness in the name of creativity and publicly humiliated Goldie. She swore after this incident to avoid working with any self-proclaimed genius who brought chaos and arrogance to a set. Number 3. Chevy Chase, jealous co-star, and sabotage. Third on the list is the name where Goldie Hawn witnessed the true evil hidden behind a comedic smile, Chevy Chase. In the 1978 film Foul Play, their on-screen chemistry was great. But behind the camera, Goldie witnessed Chase's jealousy and crude personality. Chase carried himself with arrogance, constantly rewriting jokes and disrupting scenes. The real problem arose when Goldie got a bigger laugh than he did. This was a competition Chase could not handle. Crew members often heard Chase mutter under his breath, "She's lucky to be here." After one successful scene for Goldie, Chase was heard whispering to a producer, "Confirm that wasn't Goldie's joke." After a major argument, Chase stormed off set, demanding the director rewrite the script in his favor. Goldie, sitting exhausted on the steps, reportedly confided in her stylist, "He's not funny when the cameras stop rolling. He's just mean and jealous." Reason for hate. Chase's jealousy, meanness, and constant sabotage of the set schedule were unforgivable violations of professional conduct. Goldie refused the millions offered for a sequel, choosing her peace over financial gain. Number 4. Sean Penn, public cruelty and status attack. Fourth is the most painful attack on Goldie Hawn's public status and seriousness. Sean Penn. This was not a fight on set. It was a public humiliation under the lights of a 2014 Malibu charity gala. Goldie was giving a heartfelt speech about mental health, a cause she deeply championed. While Goldie was speaking, Penn sighed sarcastically and said loudly, "Another celebrity wellness sermon." When Goldie returned to her seat, Penn delivered the most cutting blow. She should stick to giggling. This phrase dismissed her entire career and serious activism as trivial. Goldie remained composed, raised her glass, and left the event early. She later confided, "My whole career, and I'm still reduced to giggling." This was the moment she drew her final red line. Reason for hate. Penn exhibited public cruelty and intellectual snobbery, attacking Goldie's right to be taken seriously as anything other than a performer. Goldie chose to erase him from her life, refusing to attend any event where his name appeared. Number 5. Warren Beatty, The Darkest Revenge. The last name on our blacklist is the one with whom Goldie Hawn faced the darkest power struggle, Warren Beatty. Beatty saw Goldie's refusal of his romantic interest as a personal slight and chose professional revenge. Because Goldie rejected him, Beatty used his influence to initiate a sly smear campaign. Scripts promised to Goldie suddenly disappeared. A producer privately warned her, "Warren says you're difficult." This was Beatty's attempt to make her unhireable in Hollywood. Hawn later revealed, "He cannot handle rejection. He punishes it." This was the deepest form of betrayal, the abuse of power to damage a woman's career. Years later, at an awards show, Beatty approached her, smiling. Goldie looked him straight in the eyes, gave a polite smile, and turned her back mid-sentence. Reason for hate. Beatty turned sexual rejection into professional sabotage, attacking Goldie's honor and financial security. Goldie retaliated with the ultimate move of graceful coldness, ensuring their paths never crossed again. Now, you know the painful truth hidden behind Goldie Hawn's smile. These 5 legends mistook her kindness for weakness and paid the ultimate price. Goldie protected her honor by remaining silent in public, but closing the doors silently and permanently in private. Which of these 5 names surprised you the most? Do you think Goldie Hawn was right to stay silent all those years, or should she have exposed this cruelty sooner? Share your thoughts in the comments. And to keep hearing more untold Hollywood confessions, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications.